Okay, this is something fun. We will conduct a small experiment. Now, take a piece of paper, put it on your mirror. Not to cover the complete visibility of the paper, just a piece of it. I mean, complete visibility of the mirror, just a piece of it. Place it in the center of the mirror and then put your hand behind it and raise either 2 fingers, 4 fingers, how many fingers ever you like, and place it behind the paper. So when you place it behind the paper, the mirror can actually see it. Now move towards the side, either side, left or right, so you can see what the mirror is actually seeing. It actually knows the number of fingers you're lifting up. I don't know how. I tried this and it blew my mind. How does it know? I mean, the mirror is covered by the piece of paper. Your hand is actually hidden behind the paper. So why can the mirror still see it? Either the mirrors are cheating or we have misunderstood what mirrors are our entire life. And honestly, I'm willing to accuse the mirror of the first, because mirrors are already suspicious. They copy your face, they reverse your room, they make tiny bathrooms look like luxury apartments, they let you check your hair and then immediately ruin your confidence. Mirrors have power. But this trick is different because this one feels impossible. If I cover a window with a paper, I cannot see through it. If I cover a camera with lens, the camera cannot see through it. If I cover my eye with the paper, I need supervision. But I definitely cannot see through it. So why does a mirror seem to get special privilege? Let's slow this crime scene down. There is a mirror, there is paper covering part of it, there is your hand behind the paper, and there is your eye standing somewhere in front of the mirror trying to understand why reality is being annoying again. The mistake is we imagine the mirror as if it is a screen, like a TV, like the image is painted onto the mirror's surface. So when we cover a part of the mirror, we think we covered part of the picture. But a mirror is not a screen. A mirror is not holding an image. A mirror is not storing your reflection like a photo. A mirror is more like a very obedient light traffic officer. Light comes in. The mirror says, okay, same angle out. That is basically the whole job. Very shiny, very dramatic, very employed. Light hits the mirror, bounces away, and if that bounce light enters your eye, your brain says, I see something. But here is where the weirdness begins. Your brain does not naturally feel the bounce. It does not say the light came from your hand, hit the mirror, reflected at an angle, entered your eye, and now we shall construct a visual scene. No, your brain is busy. Your brain has laundry in the machine. 47 different tabs open. So it does something simpler. It traces the light backwards in a straight line. It says, where does this light look like it came from? And that fake location is the reflection. This is why your reflection seems to live behind the mirror. There is no tiny you back there. There is no mirror world. And there is definitely no alternate version of you judging your posture from inside the wall. The image is virtual, which is science language for it looks like it is there, but the image is not actually coming from there. I know it's beautiful. I know it's confusing. But it is classic physics. Now let's go back to the paper trick. When you cover the part of the mirror, you're not deleting part of the picture. You are only blocking light from using the exact path of the mirror. But your hand may still send light to another uncovered part of the mirror. that light can bounce into your eye. And your brain, being the sweet little chaos machine it is, traces that light backwards and says, "Ha, there, it is your hand." So the mirror is not seeing through the paper, the mirror is seeing using a different path. That is the whole secret. Not magic, geometry wearing a cape. And this is why the trick changes when you move. Move your hand a little, the reflection shifts. Move the hand, the finger appears somewhere else. Move the paper, the impossible part changes. But the image is not glued to the mirror. The image depends on the path light takes from the object to the mirror to your eye. That sentence sounds boring, I know. So, let's make it suspicious. Imagine your hand is trying to send a message. It sends out light in different directions. Most of these messages go nowhere useful. Some hit the paper, blocked. Some fly past the mirror, useless. Some hit the mirror at a wrong angle, denied. But one little beam finds the perfect route. It hits an exposed part of the mirror. It bounces at the matching angle. It lands in your eye, and suddenly your brain says, "I found the hand." The paper did not hide the hand from every possible path. It only hid the hand from the path you assumed mattered. That is the trick. You thought vision was about where the object is, but mirrors are about where the light can travel, and that changes everything. Because a mirror does not ask, "Is the object in front of me?" It asks, "Can light from the object hit me and bounce into someone's eye?" Very lawyer behavior. This is also why you can sometimes see around corners using mirrors. Not because the mirror is curious, not because it has surveillance permissions, but because light from around the corner can bounce off the mirror and reach your eye. The mirror is not actually looking. You are looking through a light path, which is a sentence that sounds fake until you stand in front of a mirror and realize, oh, that's what I've been doing my whole life. Now, here is the part that makes people argue. If you cover half a mirror, can you still see your whole body? A lot of people think no, because again, they think the mirror is a screen. Half the mirror, half the body. Reasonable. Wrong in the funniest way. Depending on your distance and where your eyes are, you may still see much more of yourself than you expect. Because each point on your body only needs one successful light path to your eye. Your foot does not need the entire mirror. Your face does not need the entire mirror. Each part just needs its own tiny route. Light from your shoe hits one part of the mirror and bounces up to your eye. Light from your face hits another part and bounces to your eye. Light from the hand behind the paper finds another exposed section. It is less like a photograph and more like 1,000 tiny negotiations. Every point is asking, can I reach the eye from there? And if the answer is yes, you see it. If the answer is no, it disappears. This is why mirrors feel simple until you actually question them. Then suddenly your bathroom becomes a physics laboratory with toothpaste. Let's try another version. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror. You place a sticky note right where your face appears. So you think, I covered my face. But if you move your head, your face appears again. Not because the mirror moved, not because your face escaped, because the path changed. Your reflection is not a sticker. It is not attached to the glass. It is rebuilt every moment from light. Every time you move, the mirror image is recalculated by the universe. No loading screen, no update, no subscription fee. Just light obeying angles at an absurd speed. And that is kind of beautiful because mirrors feel like they show us truth, but what they really show us is a relationship between object, mirror, eye, position, angle, distance, light. Change one piece and the truth moves. That sounds dramatic, but it is literally why you lean left in the mirror and the background shifts right. The mirror is not lying, it's being extremely specific. Now let's put the mirror on trial. Change number one. You saw the paper. Verdict not guilty. The mirror did not see through the paper. The exposed mirrors reflected that still had a legal route to your eye. Charge number two. You keep a copy of the room inside you. Verdict not guilty. The mirror does not store images, it reflects incoming light. Charge number three. You reverse left and right. Verdict complicated because mirrors do not really reverse left and right. I know. This is where the mirror gets annoying again. A mirror reverses front and back. Think about it. If you raise your right hand and the reflection raises the hand on the same side of the mirror from your point of view, but the reflection is facing you, so you interpret it as left and right reversed. The mirror did not swap left and right like a mischievous editor, it flipped depth. Front became back. You did the rest. The mirror is innocent, mostly. Still suspicious emotionally. Now back to the covered mirror. Here is the clearest way to understand it. A mirror does not show what is on the mirror, it shows whatever sends light to your eye by bouncing off the mirror. So when you cover a patch with paper, you're not censoring a fixed section of reality, you're closing one door. But light may still find another door. And if that door is open, the reflection survives. That is why this trick feels supernatural. Your brain expects the mirror to work like a picture, but the mirror works like a route map. And the moment you see the route, the mystery snaps into place. Your hand is not visible because the paper failed. Your hand is visible because the mirror did not need the exact covered spot. Boom. The paper was guarding the wrong door. Now I want you to try this. Use a mirror, use a piece of paper. Cover part of the mirror. Place your hands behind the paper. Now, move your head from side to side. Watch the reflected fingers appear, vanish, and shift. That moment is the proof. If the mirror was seeing through paper, your angle would not matter so much. But if the mirror is using light paths, your angle changes everything. The trick is not hidden inside the mirror, it is hidden between your eye and the mirror, which is rude because that means the mystery was partly us. This is why mirrors are such good illusions. They use the rules that are simple, but they create results that feel impossible. Angle in equals angle out. That is it. That tiny rule builds bathrooms, car mirrors, telescopes, periscopes, makeup mirrors, dance studios, laser experiments, and the most aggressive self-check before leaving the house. One tiny rule. A whole visual universe. And maybe that is why this trick is so satisfying. Because the answer is not complicated. It's just different from picture in your head. You thought mirror was a canvas. It is a bounce. You thought the paper covered the image. It blocked one path. You thought the reflection was behind the glass. It was your brain extending light backwards. You thought the mirror saw something it should not. But really, you were standing in exactly the right place for light to tell on itself. Now, the next time someone does this trick, you can be unbearable in a helpful way. You can say the mirror is not seeing behind the paper. The reflected ray is coming from a different uncovered part of the mirror and your brain is reconstructing a virtual image. And then they will either be impressed or they will slowly leave the room. Both are valid outcomes, but the point is this. Mirrors do not show a second world. They show a world from a path we usually ignore. They reveal that seeing is not as direct as it feels, Vision is not just object exists, eye sees. Vision is journey. Light leaves, light hits, light bounces, light enters, light guesses. Brain guesses. Most of the time, the guess is so good we call it reality. But sometimes a piece of paper on a mirror exposes the machinery. And for 1 second, the ordinary thing becomes impossible again. So the real question is, it is not why can the mirror see behind the paper? The real question is, how many things do we think we understand only because we have never watched the light move?